What's up everyone, Dissidia NT Taz here, bringing you guys an update as to what tournaments will be occurring during the month of June 2018. Keep in mind that the tournament details such as teams attending, rules, prizes, etc. may be subject to change, so there will be a link to the tournament in the description below where you can find the full details. With that said, let's get started. Okay, jumping in with the first day of the month already, we've got our first tournament, and that is a Dissidia NT EU League round 9 and 10, hosted by the Dissidia NT EU League. This will be occurring 7pm BST or 8pm CET, depending on your time zone. The EU League has been around since Dissidia was first released and has featured some top-notch players and teams from around Europe, so now is a good time to check out how far the league has progressed and what teams have fought their way through this bi-weekly battlefield. We are getting close to the end of the season, so now is a good time to jump in and find out who will be left as the best team of the Season 1 NT EU League. So the very next day, June 2nd, we've got the Forsaken tournament, and this will be hosted by Snow. This will be occurring 2pm EST and will be a standard tournament format, so it will be double elimination, best of 3 for the preliminaries, and on the finale it will be best of 5 with no reverse brackets. Fortunately, Snow has also provided links for team sign-ups as well as free agent sign-ups as well. Free agents basically just means that anyone who is on their own doesn't have a team, or any team that may be missing a player and may need a third. This is a good place for them to search through this database to find a team member who may want to join them. Next up, on the very same day, so June 2nd, we then have the Phalanx tournament hosted by Phalanx himself with JT and Leaf. Not only that, but commentary will be provided by Osti, so this is going to be a pretty hype tournament, one to keep your eye on. What's more, Square Enix have provided the TOs with Dissidia tournament winner t-shirts, so that's a pretty good incentive and a cool prize for you guys to jump in on this. And then on June 3rd, we have the ESL Weekly Cup 3. This is the third tournament week of an 8-week ESL series that started on May 20th. This cup will be leading up to the monthly final on June 13th and then again on July 11th. On June 8th, there will be a tournament hosted at the Atlantic City Convention Centre by Anime Next Gaming. Although I can't find too much information about this, there is a link to this on the Dissidia Live Fights page, and I will actually be putting a link to the Twitch channel below. However, keep an eye on the Dissidia Live Fights page in case this does get updated. So next up, June 9th, we have Celestrial Cup hosted by Celestial Spheres at 6pm BST. Celestial Spheres are one of the biggest upcoming EU teams, pacing very high at multiple tournaments, as well as them being active members of the community. However, they're now hosting their own tournament to see what the rest of Europe has to offer. Definitely check this tournament out, it's going to be really exciting. Mark Schroeder has also provided a sweet trailer for the tournament as well, which there will be a link to in the description below. But again, definitely check this one out, it's going to be exciting. Then next up on June 10th, we have ESL Weekly Cup 4. This is the exact same as Weekly Cup 1, 2 and 3. However, this is the final Weekly Cup before the big monthly final that will occur on June 13th. So here we go, June 13th. This is the craziest day of the year, not just for Dissidia, but for gaming in general. Mainly because we've got CEO and we've got EVO. We've also got E3 happening at the same time as well. Not only that, but we've got 2 majors for Dissidia NT, so I'm really excited to talk about this. And not only that, but it's also from different ends of the world as well. So we've got Europe and the US hosting 2 different tournaments. So jumping straight into Europe, we have ESL Go4. This is a tournament hosted in collaboration with ESL and Square Enix. This is a tournament that will be lasting for 8 weeks, and on June 13th it will be the first monthly final. Keep in mind this tournament as well will also have a prize pool of over €3,000, so this is definitely going to be the big one to watch. This is what this whole thing has been leading up to. We've had tournaments on a weekly basis, and now we've got the final, as I just said, the first monthly final, so keep an eye on that for Europe. And then what the US has to offer is the Dissidia Master Series hosted by Wednesday Night Fights. You may know Wednesday Night Fights from hosting Street Fighter and Tekken, as well as King of Fighters, Marvel vs. Capcom, Guilty Gear, so on. You know, they're very well-known tournament hosters for fighting games in general, but now they're doing the Dissidia Master Series, which is great to see. So this tournament here will be a standard tournament format. It's a double elimination with 8 teams of competitors, and we'll have unique prizes from Square Enix, so that has yet to have been confirmed as to what they will be. The champions of the series will also have their team names engraved on a one-of-a-kind trophy, and will also be the centerpiece at Wednesday Night Fights. So, just like I said before, not just for gaming, but not just for Dissidia, but for gaming in general, it's going to be an amazing day again with CEO, EVO, E3, and now 2 tournaments, majors from each end of the spectrum, whether it's the US or Europe as well. So keep an eye on this day, June 13th. It's going to be a crazy one. And then just to wrap this all up, on June 22nd to 25th we have Battle for the Coliseum by Lord Ko Sama. You may have heard of Lord Ko Sama. He's a frequent streamer of Dissidia NT on Twitch, as well as a top player, and now he's offered a Coliseum for everyone in the Dissidia community to fight for. Not only that, but they will be fighting for a prize pool of $250. This is definitely going to be one to watch out for, and I'm sure the US players are going to show off some of their best skills that they've got available. And that is June wrapped up in a nutshell. It is complete chaos and I love it. I love seeing how we've got all these tournaments and community driven events running at the same time. It's good to see how June is just looking to be just a great month for gaming in general. Like I said, we've got CEO, E3 and EVO all kind of surrounding each other, but at the same time in terms of Dissidia, we've got so many events to look out for, so many events that we can sign up for as well. Not to mention we've now gotten to a point where we've got the big entities actually joining in on this. So we've got ESL supporting Dissidia, as well as Wednesday night fights as well. So even if you can't actually attend these events, or whether it's actually physically in person or online, you know, turning up for the stream is handy, chatting in the stream is quite handy as well. It's good to see that level of support there. But again, it's just also really good to see how far Dissidia has come since it first came out, and the fact that we've now got the backing of Square Enix, whether it's prize money, whether it's merchandise, even if it's just a simple tweet as well. So yeah, June is looking great for tournaments. Like I said, all the tournament details will be provided in the description below. So if you didn't really quite get too much out of the video itself, you can find the links to the tournaments below, where you can get in contact with the TOs, whether it's via the Reddit or the Discord group, or even just talk to them in person via Twitter or Facebook or something like that. I hope you guys are excited for June as well, as much as I am. We'll also be attending some of these tournaments, whether it's via commentary or physically in person as well. So keep an eye out for me. You'll also see me online under the name of Bumblebee Cody as well. Although, you know, feel free to, you know, just send me a message and let's chat about Dissidia. But with that, I hope you guys are excited for June. I'm actually going to be off, so yeah, let's get some tournaments going.